Vam Namaste, it's me Srishti Paudel from Nepal. I am a geomatics engineer by profession, currently working as a survey officer in Government of Nepal. Today, I am going to give an overview of Nepal's journey in developing a nationwide land information system for achieving its goal of efficient land governance. To give a brief introduction about my country, it is a small and naturally beautiful country located in Southeast Asia between China and India. We are 48% larger than South Korea in size. Giant mountains, high hills, steep terrain, flat lands are the typical characteristics of the geography of Nepal, which attracts a lot of tourists from all over the world. However, these same features are sometimes a big hindrance for the country's overall development. If we analyze the overall development status, Nepal's situation is not that fascinating as its neighboring nations. According to the United Nations report, Nepal is one of the 48 least developed countries in the world with gross national income and human asset index considerably lower than other developing countries. But the last 15 years of progress in political system has driven the country towards positive development. Particularly, the recent implementation of federalism has made Nepalese citizens really hopeful of witnessing a change in current development scenario. This change in scenario has opened the door to new opportunities and prospects for the better change. Considering this, federal government of Nepal has put forward several innovative ideas for the overall development of the country. E-governance, for instance, is one of those ambitious initiatives where government is taking advantage of information technology for providing efficient public service delivery. Among different activities being taken up by the government for achieving the e-governance goal, land information system is also a remarkable one. It is considered as an ambitious yet attainable project that is directly related with proper management and utilization of public and private land. The system is expected to be a game changer in land governance system of Nepal. Being said that, is the LIS development goal totally new concept in Nepal? Actually not. In fact, it is the realization of a long exercise and effort rather than a new start. Its history here in Nepal goes back to somewhere around 1992, where government introduced LIS related projects in its long-term plan. So, in 1992, the government put forward LIS concepts in its 8th 5-year plan from 1992 to 1997. The concept was practically realized by establishing two major authorities, a unit called Central Integrated Land Information System CILIS under Department of Land Revenue and a project called Integrated Land Information System under Ministry of Land Reform and Management. This project helped the government in assessing the foundational requirements of LIS design and development in Nepal. In those days, when Nepalese cadastral and land administration process were fully based on hard copy cadastral maps and land records, data digitization was the most crucial, challenging and the foremost step for laying out the foundation of LIS. This realization ultimately motivated government to establish a dedicated department called Department of Land Information and Archive in 2000. The department existed for 17 years until 2017, during which it did remarkable projects for creating a foundation for LIS development in Nepal. At the initial stage, it had a mandate of developing infrastructures for transforming paper-based land administration processes to digital form through cadastral data management, archiving, and system development. To accomplish its responsibilities, the department performed scanning and digitization of hard copy maps and land records, and also developed several applications for spatial and attribute data management. Some representative examples of those applications are Spatial Extension called SAX, DLIS, and Parcel Editor, majority of which used local GIS-based server. After dissolution of DOLIA in 2017, the digital archive of maps and records prepared by DOLIA were handed over to two agencies, Survey Department and Department of Land Revenue and Management. The district level offices and land revenue offices under this department use the aforementioned application systems for digital public service delivery. The systems played a huge role in initiating a digital public service delivery in land administration sector. With this, service delivery time in district level offices were reduced by a significant amount. However, the crowds and queue of people seeking services in office premises were still distinct. To reduce this problem, the need of web-based public service delivery was strongly felt. Thus, with an aim to create web-based infrastructure for public service delivery, Survey Department and Department of Land Reform and Management independently started to develop web-based applications that could fit the need of their respective district level offices. Department of Land Revenue and Management initiated the development of web-based system called Land Record Information Management System (LRIMS) for online recording of parcel transaction. At the same time, Survey Department initiated NELIS and Merukitta project for web-based cadastral service delivery. Well, this is the generalized architecture of Merukitta and NELIS. Merukitta, called as MyParcel in Ignis, is online cadastral service platform that can be accessed by public or the end users. It is powered with the central server located in GIDC. The backend of this system is called NELIS, which is used by the service delivering offices for performing public or user requested operations. The offices providing these web services are connected to the central server using the internet. For security purpose, an additional replica of server is also designed that mirrors the data frequently. In addition to being web-based service, and another main advantage of this overall system is the open source technology. As this system is designed using .NET as programming language and PostgreSQL as the database, it eliminates the use of add-ons to proprietary software as practiced in the past. So, is this system already gone under full-fledged implementation? Not yet. The system has already been implemented in 10 out of 129 district-level survey offices of Nepal and is ready to be implemented in 40 more offices this fiscal year. This project is a 4-year plan and will be completed in 4 phases. The map in the screen shows the phases of NELIS implementation and districts where NELIS will be implemented in that particular phase. So, in a nutshell, we can say that taking advantage from LIS, Nepal has proceeded from old hard copy maps to a state where we are full set to deliver cadastral service fully online. This is obviously not the end, but a great start toward full-fledged LIS. As next step, the LIS is planned to be implemented in all offices in different phases as mentioned earlier. Furthermore, land use maps of the whole country is in ready to use state. These will be incorporated in LIS to ensure better scientific use of land and will be handed over to the local level government. In addition, LiDAR survey of southwest Nepal is also ongoing, which will be extended to the whole country in the near future. The end products of these projects will aid precise terrain information to LIS, extending its further use for planning and development of Nepal. Finally, to conclude, in these 30 years of LIS development, Nepal has taken a leap from piles of dusty paper maps and records to online land service delivery. This transformation might not be a remarkable achievement from the viewpoint of the technological giants, but for a country like Nepal, it surely counts. We hope that in upcoming years, LIS will directly or indirectly play a significant role in strengthening land government system of Nepal. Thank you.